everybody, and welcome to Montezuma. I'm just getting started. A lot of people walking around. I don't dare back out for fear of hitting somebody because there are cars on either side of me, and I'm afraid that someone would jump out to where I can't see him or her. In the meantime, I will avail you of all I have seen or heard. One second here. I have seen or heard red-bellied woodpecker, Canada geese. I'm seeing an eagle in the distance right now. A few eagles, at least 2 or 3. I don't know if I'm going to get this one. I'm not going to get it. An osprey or 2, at least 2 or 3 turkey vultures. Some green-winged teals, 2 blue-winged teals, a robin, a gull I couldn't identify because I never can. Oh, there are 2 eagles. Are there 2 eagles up there? Yeah, there are 2 eagles up there. Let's see if I can try again this way. They're not close. Oh. Hold on, I have to move now. Red-winged blackbirds, a grackle or 2, a couple song sparrows. What else have I seen or heard? May have heard a house finch earlier, but I'm not sure. Northern shovelers. I think that covers most of what I have seen or heard. Anyway, we need to move right along today for various reasons. It is about 48 degrees, cloudy, which I kind of like, believe it or not. If you're new to the tour, you might not realize that. And we are now, for the first time of the year, on Wildlife Drive, which is open. It opened, I believe it opened on the 1st of April. That's when it was scheduled. I don't know if it actually did. Looks like they added some rocks to this first initial stretch. Oh, I also saw a northern harrier. That'll just about do it. I had believed I had heard something. I couldn't tell. I don't know if I heard a cowbird or if I heard a rusty blackbird. But I couldn't locate the sound, and I couldn't be certain with my ID. I just saw looked like a song sparrow. Oh, now I can't see it. Just flew across the road. Oh, and who's that? Looks like another song sparrow. I may have seen earlier 2 adult eagles flying by, and you know as they flew, the visitor center all of a sudden was blocking my view, and I lost sight of them right away. I don't know where they went. My point is, I may have seen up to 4 bald eagles, but I'm not sure. Anyway, this is the first weekend of the year with Wildlife Drive open. There are a number of cars ahead of us. That's okay. I don't know at this point if hearing a song sparrow sing. I don't know at this point if all of Wildlife Drive is open, but I'm guessing it is. Unless there was an area that needed, you know, a lot of maintenance after the winter. Oh, I did see also some pigeons. I'm seeing a mallard right now, a male. And I saw 2 ring-necked ducks, male and female. Almost forgot about them. They were in the same little pool or pond where we watched ring-necked ducks last week. And I did post that video online on YouTube, by the way, if you want another look. I also have some gulls here on the road. Honestly, I don't know my gulls, so I don't know what kind of gull it is. Hearing some Canada geese. Cars up ahead, as you can see. Canada geese just flew over the road. And like I said, we can hear more. They're out there somewhere. I can't see them. There's a song sparrow just heard. Oh, great blue heron. Where'd it go? It's good to be back on Wildlife Drive, but you know, I'd say overall we've had a nice winter. Sure, I missed Wildlife Drive and everything, missed being able to drive it and see the various birds, but you know, I didn't miss it quite as much this year just because we were able to go to other places and see some nice things. So Montezuma was overall good to us, you know, over the winter months. We had some days where we didn't see much, there's no doubt. To our right, there's a pool or body of water, whatever you want to call it, and there's a Canada goose in it, and the gulls flew to it, the gulls that were on the road. We are obviously still in the early stages of spring, and migration isn't quite over yet by any means. While it may be that many of the species that would pass through have already done so, or at least the ones that we normally see, you know, I'll remind everybody, I'm not a skilled bird watcher, but or all that knowledgeable. I'm not, you know, knowledgeable about migration routes, etc. But anyway, there are many species, I'm sure, that have yet to arrive here, that will be arriving here for, you know, the warmer months. These are the geese that I believe that I mentioned a bit ago. By the way, as I drove up here, there were two relatively small flocks I saw of snow geese. Just, you know, one was really on dry land, but not far from Cayuga Lake, and the other was right at the water line. I don't know if they're you know, stragglers in terms of migration or what, but that's where they were. And I considered stopping to look at them, but quite honestly, I was afraid that, especially with the ones that were really on dry land, I didn't want to frighten them at all, and I was afraid that my stopping might kind of alarm them. Now, today's tour might be a little bit short. I think it looks like the sky's clearing up, and in a way that's good, in a way that's bad. I'd say more bad than good, to be honest with you. Anyway, today's tour might be a little short because just of my own things going on. Okay, there's some kind of waterfowl out there. Not sure what that is. Having a hard time identifying it. Let me look with binoculars, see if I can see it any better. I believe that is a the name escapes me all of a sudden. Gadwall. And I think there may be more over here. You know, maybe we should switch cameras. I can give you a better look with the other. I'm not sure what I'm hearing. I heard something odd. Hold on. Okay, let's, I'm going to stop the car even though I have a bush in the way. I also have this car that you're now seeing right ahead of us. I wish it were further up, but it's not. Oh. Eagles. Hold on. They're not close, but I'll try to get them for you. There are a few of them in the air. Right now I'm looking at the camera, but where are they all going? It's also an adult. But they're all kind of, there were, I believe, 3 or 4 of them in total, but now there's just the one that I just showed you, plus the one I was showing you before that. Now let's take a look quickly at what's out here. I'm going to lighten it up. Yes, gadwalls. That's a male. Female. Closer to us, maybe I can't see them, are Canada geese, which are vocalizing. Oh, what am I hearing? Oh, here's a northern shoveler, if I can get it. That is a male northern shoveler. And there's a female. Notice the distinctive bill. Red-winged blackbird. And you're hearing right, yeah. Those are the gadwalls, by the way. The shovelers are kind of out of my view now because of this vegetation. Now, what am I hearing? I wonder if there are also some coots nearby. I'm not sure. Hold on, one of the shovelers I think just came back into view. Maybe. Maybe not. Here they are. I'm not sure if I heard pied-billed grebe or not. I might have. So we're looking at a female northern shoveler right now. She's not in clear view, but... And the male, let's see if we can find him again. Unless he's hidden. He's hidden. Okay, we're going to move on. Let me just look around with binoculars just a bit, see if there's anything else of interest. We're going to move along, I think. I'm just going to leave everything in place for now. Quiet over there. I'm trying to concentrate. I keep hearing what sounds like an American coot, but I'm not seeing one as of yet. So I'm not I'm not positive. Oh, we might get a better look at a shoveler or two. I wouldn't mind that. All right, you want attention? Okay, well, the noisy geese have left. Okay. All right, well, let me take that back. The noisier geese have left. Okay, let's keep moving forward. I'd like to look at least one northern shoveler if we can, with a decent clear look without vegetation blocking our view. I'm hearing something that sounds like a coot. Okay, let's... Oh good, this vehicle ahead of us is moving forward a little bit. Okay, let's stop right here. Oh, a lot of the ducks are leaving for whatever reason. Including the shovelers that we were going to look at. Well, they're not too far away. If I can find them. Well, there they go. I don't know if anyone's overhead, meaning eagles that are frightening them or anything. I don't know. I don't see any. I do see shovelers to our right. Maybe they would be better to look at. Although that presents a difficulty for me. All right, let's look quickly what's out there. Oh, there are some coots. See that? Oh, come on. Come on. Way out there. So we've got gadwall ducks, but in the back there, with the darker heads and the white bills, that is an American coot, which is not a duck. What is that? Is that a... Was that a green wing too? I don't know. Maybe not. No. Okay, let me look around. There seems to be... Just saw another great blue heron. I couldn't show it to you given where it was. The other northern shovelers that were on the right-hand side of the road, not where the camera's pointing, I don't see right now. We're going to keep moving. hold on one second. What do I see? Mallard. Male. Hold on, what's that? I see some muskrats. I'm going to try to do something, okay? 1 second. Oh, duh. Okay, hold on 1 second. That's not quite high enough. Or is it? Nope. That's not going to work. Oops. Hold on 1 second here. It'll just swim away under the water. Sorry. Okay, I'm going to switch. Well, I'm not going to switch cameras. I'm going to forget about that. Come on, get in there. Oh, sure, now it pops back up. Hold on. Let's try this again, see if it works. Not quite. That's a muskrat, but the lens is partially blocked. Alright, I'm going to have to do it the other way. Let me switch cameras. Bear with me. I haven't done this in a while. Alright, well, let's give this a try. If I can. Oh, come on. After all that? Is there another one closer? There is, but I'm not sure I can get it because of the angle. Shoot. I'm trying. So we're looking at a muskrat, in case you're wondering what one looks like. Turn around so we can see. It looks a lot like a beaver, but smaller and with a thin tail as opposed to the wide flap that a beaver has. Is there another one closer by any chance? Not that I can see from here at this time. Okay, let's, oh, is that one? Possibly, I don't know. Maybe not. There's a reason why I don't like doing this. It's just too difficult. I'm looking for a better system, but I haven't found one yet. So you can see it eating. And I think, oh, there's that other one. Just heard a song sparrow. And a couple of ducks just flew into and out of my view. Okay, let's oh, speaking of, here they are maybe. Hold on. Mallard? Oh no, they're not mallards. This is a blue-winged teal. These are blue-winged teals. That's a male. Beautiful ducks. These are the first of the season that we've seen. This is the female. I'd say blue-winged teals are on the smaller side. Compared to mallards, certainly they're quite a bit smaller. See that? Oh, you can just see a little bit of blue, and now you can't see it. It's hidden, but there's blue on their wings. Getting a little bit of heat shimmer. Not too much, but a little. Oops, sorry. The female is she over here? Not sure where she is. I'm going to have to look with binoculars. 1 second. There's also a muskrat swimming around there. And the female I see, but she's partially blocked by vegetation. We're going to move on very shortly. In fact, right away. Good to see these blue-winged teals, though. Shouldn't take too long. Oh, there are at least 3 muskrats here, by the way. Oh, I've been recording the whole time with this camera. Let's just say sometimes we have interesting timing. It's getting hard to stay with them because of where they are. Anyway, we're going to move on. Okay. Hold on 1 second. I've got to check on something. Okay, let me take a look out here to the left and see what's going on, if anything of interest. Gadwalls and Canada geese by the looks of things. Oh, and way out there, there might be something a little different. Not sure what. Let's stop right here and switch cameras again. We have a little bit of vegetation in the way, and maybe I should pull forward a little. Oops. Hold on. I believe, I may be wrong, but I believe I'm hearing occasionally pied-billed grebe, but I'm not positive. So here in the distance, you can see those are ring-necked ducks. Difficult to tell them apart from scops sometimes, but if you look at that white, especially on the males, the white triangular almost shape that rises up towards the head or shoulder, that's a distinctive mark and very helpful. Oh, that there, did you see that? Oh, and that's a canvasback. We're dealing with some heat distortion, heat shimmer, I'm sorry. But where was it? I'm going to move forward a little bit. Saw a male ruddy duck also. Had a bright blue bill. Really a smaller duck, even smaller, I believe, I may be wrong, even smaller than the blue-winged teal. Okay, let's try this again. Again, we're dealing with some heat shimmer given the long distances and the sun is coming out, so that's not helping us. Oh, that, see the white head there? No surprise what it's doing. That is an American widgeon, and I believe that might be I'm going to brighten it up, female widgeon also. And notice they're near a coot. We've seen that behavior many times where they seem to spend a lot of time near the coots, and I think they benefit from any vegetation that the coots happen to bring up. I guess that's just how widgeons do things sometimes. It sounds like a lot of ducks are taking off for some reason. So, in the center there, towards the center of the screen, that is a canvasback. It's a male canvasback. It's hard to tell, given the distance and everything, but its head is a dark red, you could say. And you notice the very bright white on its side. That helps to distinguish it, if you can't see very well, from the species of duck known as a redhead, which also has a red head. The males do, and but a different shaped head. Oh, that is a bufflehead. And the one that dove at the same time, they're male and female. The one to its left was a female. Oh, who's this? Hold on. Someone just popped up into view, fairly close. Oh, and I think just dove. That is a pied-billed grebe. Not a duck, but it looks a lot like a duck, but it's not actually a duck, but I thought I had been hearing them. There's an eagle overhead, but I'm going to I'd have a hard time showing it to you, given where it is. So we're seeing a nice variety. That is another bufflehead right there. Oh, and two buffleheads out there right now, two males. Oops, where'd they go? That's a coot. They dive a lot, so sometimes it's hard to stay with them. So it's a male bufflehead. It's a smaller duck. Hold on, let me look with binoculars because I had seen the ruddy duck. I'm wondering if it's still around. I'm sure it's, well, I'm guessing it's still around, but don't know if I'll see it. In the meantime, hold on, I saw. Well, there was an eagle. There is an eagle in the air. I'm having a hard time finding it. It's not close. Is that a bufflehead? Or a ruddy duck there? Yes, those are female ruddy ducks, I believe, behind the canvas back. One just dove. Brighten things up a little. Sometimes I'm afraid oh, look at the canvas back. You might be able to make out the redness of its head, the male. Oh, and there's a, okay, ruddy duck. You notice how small it is. And I had seen that looks like a female canvasback, but it would be nice to have her head where we can see it better. Who's that? Is that a ringneck duck? Might be. Gadwall. I've told this story before, but you know, the first time I ever really, you know, visited Wildlife Drive, and that was a bufflehead female, I believe. Anyway, the first time I ever came here, I left with you know, a lot of homework to do in terms of figuring out what I had seen. American widgeon. Another American widgeon. I have to admit, for me, that it's easier to figure out the males than the females. Oh, that's a redhead. Okay, this is a redhead duck. It's called just redhead. And you'll see its head is red, but notice the gray sides, and it's more of a rounded head than that of the canvasback, and it's a lighter red. Let's see if we can find a canvasback again. What, all of a sudden the canvasbacks are gone? Come on, where are you? Well, I don't know. We're going to move on very shortly. Okay, let's do that. I'm going to leave everything in place, just in case we see anything of interest. But we've seen, you know, already we've seen or heard quite a few species. I'm not keeping count, I'm not even keeping count of the numbers of any individual species we see. The nice variety today. Hold on. Are those buffleheads closer by? Yeah, they are. Oh, more of the canvasbacks, finally. Oh, those aren't canvasbacks, are they? Yeah, I think they are. Of course, they don't. I want to show you one with its head up. Oh well. Everyone is snoozing. I'd snooze too if I flew all the way here. Okay, let's see. There are some buffleheads. That's a female. Male. So these are just canvasback. You see how like it has the head isn't, overall shape isn't quite as rounded. Maybe it's the bill, I guess. That's maybe a little longer than that of, or at least it looks it, compared to a oh, good, redheads right there. That was a male redhead, female. And notice the canvasbacks there with the angular head, you could say. And there's the red head with the bill, which is clearly easy to see in terms of its coloration, different than that of the head, whereas the dark red of the canvasback's head blends very nicely with the bill, so you can see the difference. Notice again the white sides of the male canvasback compared to the gray sides of the redhead. Okay? Okay. You know, I'm no, like I've said, I'm not an expert, but I'll try to share with you the things I look for that help me distinguish. Often we'll see a species that I really cannot recognize. I don't pretend to be an expert. I'm just having fun. Okay. Is that a ruddy duck there? Might be. Oops. Stop every once in a while to get our bearings in terms of what's what. We'll try looking, I think, at those buffleheads again. They're now a little closer to us. Let's see how they look before I even bother to shut off the car. Not super close. Wouldn't mind if they were closer. They dive quite often. Okay, we're going to move along. Let's keep going. Oh, there's some that are even closer up ahead, but I don't know if we'll get there in time because they're swimming out slowly, but surely. Yeah, just heard another song sparrow. Unfortunately, there's a car where I think I'd want to go. Hearing another pied-billed grebe. We see red-winged blackbirds often enough, but it's nice to get a close-up every once in a while and, you know, appreciate some of the detail. This one's moving its head around a lot, so it's hard for me to really focus in on any one thing, but sounds like a couple pied-billed grebes out there. This gives us a look, you know. We hear them so often at Sapsucker Woods and here now, but, you know, and I'll show them to you sometimes from a distance, but they're not well lit, or it's just nice to get a close-up, like I said. few more moments. I think it's going to take off. Maybe wrong. Okay. Let's see what else is out there. Oh, and it did just take off. Hope you enjoyed that. I don't know. But okay. I think that may have been a ruddy duck that just dove. Okay, let's keep moving because we need to keep moving. There can be a lot to see at Montezuma. Always, of course, it depends on what you're looking for, but if you're like me and you're just looking for anything of interest, it can be troublesome. Good problem to have. Oh, we may get a good look at buffalo heads. Hold on. Stay right there. It's a female. A male. If I can get him, where is he? Okay, they're both diving and continuing on. Okay, let's take a quick look at other things that are out here, see if there's any variety that you really would like to see that we've been missing. A lot of canvasbacks here today. Another redhead. Wait, was that a redhead? Maybe not. I don't mind looking at this female canvasback right there. You can see obviously there's a big difference in terms of coloration, but she has the same shape as the male. Yes, you do. There's a redhead. Oh, just dove. And another one right there, center screen. There are a few here and there, widgeon in the back. Oh, look, that was another. Oh, just diving now. Hold on, something just flew into my view nearby. Oh, red-winged blackbird. That is not a duck there, but it's a double-crested cormorant. Where'd he go? We've seen them before, but nice to see. I've been seeing them myself lately. Okay, we're going to move ahead. Just been seeing them in my own birding efforts during the week. And, you know, for whatever reason, it seems like I've been seeing maybe what I suspect is the reason for their naming, and that is the two crests on their heads. These are American coots. Who's that? Do I see another bufflehead? A female? I think so, but she's swimming out. Where are you, honey? Come on, where are you? Some kind of helicopter in the distance flying. Okay, she just dove, obviously. I think I see another cormorant or two. Cormorant. Don't know where the others are. Oh, I see it. It's up further ahead. Okay, there may be three right up here together. One, two, and I thought I saw possibly a third. They dive for their food. They swim after fish. They're not very close, so I'm not going to try to get you a close-up. They're not that far, but... And, I only have, like I said, I have somewhat limited time today, so I want to keep moving. Whoa. That's a song sparrow chip note, I believe. Who is this closer to us? Hold on, I want to line things up. Cormorant, another cormorant just flew in. Maybe one we've seen already. I'm not sure. Is this a grebe? Yes, that's a pied-billed grebe. Give you a closer look. If you're new to the tour, you haven't seen one maybe very closely. Oops. So again, it may resemble, an overall shape, form factor, a duck. It is not a duck. They eat fish. I'm not sure I know all that much more about them, and there's another one nearby, but I'm showing you just this one right now. All of a sudden there's a shadow on it. Oh, and the other one just dove. lighten it up. They dive when they are, you know, foraging for food. So you know, it's nice that this one is kind of staying put for us. Give us a look. Nothing flamboyant in terms of its color, but still interesting to see. There are other grebes. I've never seen any other myself, but there are other grebes that have a little more interesting appearance. Oh, hold on, there's a sparrow right near. Oh, it just flew. I don't know if it was a song sparrow or not. I think it might have been, but I'm not sure. Okay, let's see what else is out here very quickly, and then we're going to move along. That's another grebe in the distance there. And those are not grebes. And, okay. Let's keep moving. Thank you. Again, that was a pied-billed grebe we took a nice close look at. I hope you enjoyed that. I'm having a hard time staying with it because it's moving. That's a muskrat. Okay, now, haven't seen any ospreys here in this area, but earlier, hold on. Just saw two tree swallows. Earlier, I had seen one near the visitor center flying around, so I can't imagine it'll be all that long before we start to see them here, you know, along Wildlife Drive, looking for fish in the pool. Well, these are American coots. I showed you them briefly, but these are closer, so let's take another look for anyone who's unfamiliar with them. Seems like, hey, where are they? Well, this one's swimming a little. I was going to zoom in. I guess I am having a hard time. There we go. Maybe they're not swimming in. Again, these are not ducks either. They look similar, but they're not ducks. And everybody's diving today because no one wants to cooperate. I'm lightening it up just to help to show you some detail. have some vegetation partially in the way. If they come closer, they might really give us a good look, but I don't know if they will. Again, American coots. They're not ducks, although they have this, a similar form factor. If you look at their feet, though, they're not webbed. Well, there's a little bit of webbing, but it's not, not very pronounced by any means. So I guess everyone is swimming now away from us. I showered today. Okay. There is someone who is probably where he shouldn't be. Hold on. I do see two great blue herons up ahead and to our right. There's someone over here who should not be here. At least as far as I know. I've never seen anyone there before, and I don't believe he realizes you can't just go anywhere you want. I'd love for him to come back so I can remind him, no, you can't just go anywhere you want. I see a heron out there in the pool. Looks like a heron to me. And it is. I'm going to show you. This is not going to be good. I don't know. Maybe it will. Just very briefly. Two great blue herons down there. That's through the windshield, sorry. But those are the two I mentioned. Oh, and there's another one. Not too far from where that guy was. I don't see him now, the guy. There's a great blue heron right there. Let me light it back up. And who is that nearby? Maybe a muskrat. I may be wrong. I don't believe anyone's allowed out there. It's one thing to go out of your car. Up ahead there's a place to go. Oh, what's this? Who is this? Who is this? Was that a young grebe? It might have been. Unless it was something else. I'd be surprised to see a young grebe like that so early, but maybe I'm wrong. I don't know how long they retain their juvenile coloring, or was that something else? Probably a young pied-billed grebe. No, wait a minute. No, that's not. something else. I'm not sure what, but it's something else. It's a different kind of grebe. I don't know my grebes. This is the first time I've ever seen a different grebe. Grebe, I want to see you again. It's too bright. And now vegetation's starting to really play a role in getting in my way. I cannot see it right now. You know, it's been diving, as you know, and shoot. It's relatively close to the shoreline, and I don't want to move the car right now. Well, I do, but I don't know if it would really help. It might help a little bit, especially if it gets close. Hold on. Oh, I see it again. Shoot. I'm not sure what kind of a grebe it is, but it's almost certainly not a pied-billed grebe. I thought maybe when I first saw it, it was a young pied-billed grebe, but it doesn't have the striping and it has red eyes, which I don't believe you'd see with a pied-billed grebe. Probably should have parked even closer. Oh, I can't get it where it is, and it just popped up and dove again. There's a car ahead of me. I wouldn't mind if it moved, but I think they're looking at the grebe also, although they're, I don't know, maybe they aren't. You know, I don't think they are. I don't know what they're looking at. Maybe they are. Oh, oh, come on. Shoot. I'm going to move forward. I don't think they're looking for it. I don't know if it's a horned grebe or what it is. Just saw a tree swallow. There were tree swallows. could be wrong. But I don't believe so. I don't believe that's a pied-billed grebe. Hold still. What a beautiful thing. Okay, hold on. Let's see if we can get maybe another look at it too. And it was swimming farther out. Get it there?
Horned grebe.
Horned grebe, okay. I thought so. It's now where it's difficult for me to get it. I'm not even, I can't find it. I see it with my own eyes, but. Oh, battery's almost dead. Great timing. It's the first horned grebe I've ever seen. I don't see it now. It's farther out. We're going to move along, but is that it? Okay. It's not going to be convenient for us, but we're going to move along, and I'm going to change batteries in this phone, or in this camera anyway. Let me just have a look around. Okay. Be right with you. One second, maybe 5 seconds. Like I said, that's the first horned grebe I've ever seen. Cool. It's still out there. Hold on, let me have a look at it. I'm gonna back up, see if maybe I wouldn't mind a further look at it. I mean, this is the first one I've seen. It's a little bit farther out, but just a few more moments, okay? Where are you? There you are. Great blue heron just flew by. Lighten it up so you can see. I hope I'm not lighting up too much. I might be. On my screen sometimes it looks a little darker than I think it is, and I sometimes end up lightening up too much. This was a lucky sighting. I could have dismissed it as just a pied-billed grebe based on its shape and everything, but I caught that, patch of white, which had me wondering. Patch of white on its head. And at first I thought it might be a juvenile pied-billed grebe. But no, we're looking at a horned grebe. The first one I've ever seen. I've heard of the species before, and I may have looked at them online, but I've certainly never seen one. I don't know how well the image is coming out to you. I'd like to see the eye a little better, but at least on my little camera screen, I can't see it well. I'm going to lighten it up a lot. And I'll darken it back up. Hearing a song sparrow. Where this grebe is, it's not easy for me. I'm kind of pointing somewhat backwards, and I can't see I can see my camera screen, but not very, very well. But I'm glad it's staying put on the surface so we can see it a little better. Oops. We won't stay here too much longer, but it's just nice to see the horned grebe. We saw the pied-billed grebe earlier, and we actually had some nice close-ups of the pied-billed grebe, so it's nice to have this contrast of a horned grebe. I don't know if it's a juvenile. I think it might be. I just saw that in the chat room. I haven't looked them up. If there are any feathers that look like horns, we're not seeing them very prominently. But still, I'm glad to have the chance. There might be some horns there. I don't know. At least somewhat. Bye, baby. Okay, we're going to move on. Nice. Very nice. Oh, way out there. Heron. Heron. Thought I saw more. So 1, 2, 3, 4. There are 4 herons out there, at least. And we're going to keep moving. Let me just check the shoreline on the Okay, let's keep going. I'm going to leave everything in place, just in case. Every once in a while, over the years, I've heard of, horned grebe being in an area, and either I haven't been able to go look, or I did go and not see it. So that was nice to see. It just goes to show you, I've been here many times before, and at this time of year, so it's not like I've never been here before in the spring. But you never know what you'll see, and even if you've been here or in a given area many times, you might be surprised. You might have something you've never seen before, whether it's a regular visitor that you just haven't seen, or relatively rare given the area, or maybe it's maybe they visit for a very limited time and you just can't visit for some reason at that same time. So I apologize, I'm just leaving everything in place. Let me at least focus so it looks like something. Canada goose. What looks like a red-winged blackbird. Yep. Sounded like one too. Northern shoveler right there, male. Behind, oh, there may be a female over here. I don't know. Hearing a frog. I can't get the female with the camera, but I'm pretty sure I saw one. A couple Canada geese. Here, a couple shovelers. Uh-oh. Hold on one second. Never mind, I thought we were going to see something. Maybe not. Let's take a quick look at them. They're kind of in view. They're not super close, but we'll do our best. So again, this is a male right here. And a female. Okay, let's keep going. Again, those are northern shovelers. And sometimes I'll stress, I'll keep repeating a species name just because I figure, just in case we happen to have anyone who's unfamiliar with them, I might as well say what they are. In the distance, we have, look like mallards, and oh. I thought something was going to happen. I have seen muskrats chase after ducks before, for whatever reason. Okay. Alright, let's keep moving. Are you allowed to walk there? Maybe you are. I think so. But is that a path that's in there? Maybe it is. They shouldn't. I can't believe that they're allowed to walk there. That just disrupts the wildlife. Hold on a second. I can't believe people are allowed to walk there. Maybe I'm wrong. They've done stupid things before here in terms of allowing people to go wherever they want, but maybe there's a pathway. I haven't seen it. Cars up on the ramp. I would normally take the ramp, but I think I'm going to skip it this time around. I'm just concerned that, you know, we get stuck up there because of the other cars in the way. I don't think people are allowed over there. Especially not with a dog. Hold on. You're not supposed to be there! coming back, but I mean, they just... Okay, I'm going to switch cameras. This isn't, you know, it's not a wildlife sanctuary as you could say Sapsucker Woods is. I mean, they allow certain activities that would never be allowed at Sapsucker. But you're not just allowed to walk anywhere you want or go anywhere you want. You know, there is the hope that you know, wildlife gets to come here and not be disturbed. In certain areas, you know, at certain times of year they might allow hunting or whatever. I understand that. There's some northern shovelers to our right. At least 4, maybe? And who is that over there? What are those? I don't know. They look different somehow. Maybe one is a duck and the other is a shorebird of some sort? I don't know. Almost looks like something different. Hold on a second. No, I don't know. They just look. The coloration looks odd. I think we're going to try to get a closer look with the other camera. Give me a minute. This will same old difficult setup, but I want to try to get a better look because that coloration just confuses me. Maybe it's just me getting confused, but I'm confused. Might be teals. I think that's what we're looking at, teals. Are they green-winged? I don't know. Northern shovelers, anyway. Interesting. Okay, what else do we have? Since we're here. Is that a gadwall? Might be. And shoveler. That's another. Okay, so I'm going to move forward a little bit. Things are going to get shaky. It's 48 degrees, but it actually feels quite warm here in the car because it's sunny. Okay, let me just pause here for a second. I think we saw that one already. Always a lot of heat shimmer here, almost always. And this sunshine is not helping. Okay, I don't see anything else. Let's Alright, let's move forward. There might be something to see, I'm not sure. A lot of heat shimmer, sorry, but there's nothing I can do about it. There's a robin. Oh, pintails. Let me shut off the car. So there's a mallard. Or two, I'm not sure. Oh, actually a variety back there. Definitely a mallard. That might be a gadwall there at center. And there's some northern pintails there. The pintail has the brown head and the white neck. Beautiful bird. What is that? Oh, there's a green-winged teal in the back, walking, and I'm not sure what's looking away from us. Hold on. Well, that might be it. Is that a pintail female? It might be. I'm not sure. But a nice, oh, what's that? A nice variety there. And, oh, turkey, I was going to say something else. Those are Canada geese, and let me look with binoculars, 1 second. Another robin, or, well, a couple robins are out there. At least. I had seen and heard robins earlier before I started, but I think I forgot to mention them to you. And Okay. Let's continue on just a little ways here. We'll make one more check, I think, to see if there's anything else out there we'd want to see, potentially. Okay, a couple mallards. And I think that's just about it. Maybe another couple Canada geese out here, I think that's what I'm seeing. Somewhere. Right there. Okay. That's just about it for there. I'm going to switch cameras. Convert back to regular operation. One moment. Okay. Now, we haven't seen any shorebirds today. Maybe it's a little early. I know some shorebirds have been, in the area. We've heard in prior weeks killdeer. And I happened to see yesterday, I wasn't the one who spotted it, but I eventually saw it. In my own area, I saw a greater yellowlegs. So they're coming. Anyway, that pool we were just looking at is often a good place to look for shorebirds. Challenging in a way, just because, at least when we're here, so often there's heat shimmer, so it makes for difficult viewing sometimes. To our left, I see a Canada goose and 2 mallards. We're going to keep moving. Lighting looking to our left is not good. Everything is backlit, and with the sun out, it makes things that much more difficult. When we first arrived, it was, cloudy, and that would have worked to our advantage. Hold on one second. Let's see what else I see out here. See a couple Canada geese, a mallard. Maybe 2 mallards. Let's keep moving. I'm not showing you the Canada geese, for instance, and it's not that I take them for granted. I love seeing Canada geese, but we only have so much time, and we see them often, so that's why I'm not stopping to show them to you. By the way, last week at Sapsucker, we had the opportunity to... Hold on one second, what do I see? think I see a Harrier in the air. It won't be a great look, but we'll try to look at it. 1 second. Northern Harrier. It's not a good look because of where it is. It's not close to us, and lighting is not good either for us. And okay, I'm just going to let it go. I'm going to leave this camera in place. Let's keep going. But anyway, we had the opportunity to look at some Canada geese, you know, really close up, and I posted that video on YouTube as well, if you're interested in seeing it. It's just a nice look. Got to see some detail we might otherwise not see. And I felt it was worth posting. I unsurprisingly did not even bother to try to see snowy owls today. I have a feeling any snowy owls that were in the general area have moved along and headed north, given how late it is in the year. So I didn't bother. Oh, I see an eagle in the air, I believe. It's to our right. It's going to come over our way or not. It's an adult by the looks of it. Looking beautiful as it's just took to the air moments ago. Might get a look at it if it's coming over as I think it might be. Oh, maybe not. Hold on. This is not going to be easy if I can do it at all. There are two eagles in the air. Oh, geez. Okay, we should be online again. Hold on, let me disconnect you for a second because things are... Oh, I don't know exactly what happened, but... Anyway, I don't know. I showed that we were online, but... Maybe we were offline. This is a difficult spot for us sometimes. But hopefully we're back. Thank you for texting. I don't know what you saw of the eagles. I don't know how long we were offline. I apologize. I was hoping that they would come together in the air, although I think it's a little late in the season for that. But it didn't happen anyway. Okay, so now as we go here, I see... Canada goose, and that's just about it. Let's keep going. When I say that was just about it, I really meant that was it. There was nothing else. Nothing I saw. Anyway, we did... Oh, I see a great blue heron in the air right now. We did see those two bald eagles flying around, and I don't know if you saw, but there was a northern harrier, so we've definitely seen at least one northern harrier, although I saw one before I started up things, which may have been a different harrier, I don't know. It is, I cannot believe it's still 48 degrees. No, I'm just not going to do it. A couple more mallards. This area, this stretch here, lighting-wise, is often difficult for us, but there's not much to see today, so I guess it doesn't bother me. The light, that is. I like to see things. There are a couple great blue herons in the area. Oh, hold on a second. One, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18. There are 18. I believe they're all great blue herons up ahead. I'll show them to you. I hate to do this through the windshield. I don't know if there are any great egrets mixed in with them. I kind of doubt it, but it's possible. Let me just, this is through the windshield. Let me just show you quickly. You get the hang of it. Okay, or the gist of it, I should say. So a number of them. I don't know how clustered they're going to appear once we get there. But they look like they're all clustered together now. Somewhat. There's not much going on here though, so let's keep just... Ooh. It's like we're in a boat going over some waves. What do I see on the ground? Do I see anything? Or is that just vegetation? Hold on. Just vegetation. Maybe a couple mallards also. We might not be able to line up nicely with the great blue herons because of cars that are up ahead. There goes one of them. This might give some of you your heron fix if you've been missing the herons over the colder months. I'm sure some people have great blue herons year-round, but we don't have them up here year-round. But these have them quite a bit. Okay, let's see if we give you a look at this. Unfortunately, and you know, I'm going to, I'll switch cameras. Unfortunately, we've got cars in the way blocking us, but this might not be a bad spot. All right, let's switch cameras. Review. Oh, good. Okay. Give me a moment. Believe it or not, I kind of like this light. I'm going to leave it. Another heron just took off. There's another heron that's closer to the road, but I won't be able to get it because of just my car's on here. I'm going to move the car. The rookery is not that far from here, as the heron flies. In a way, this is really the wrong thing to be using to photograph them. Maybe I should be with the other camera, but now let's lighten things up a little bit. The herons have attracted a pretty decent crowd of cars here, all watching. And we see great blue herons often, but still, when you see them in numbers, significant numbers, it's kind of special, so kind of nice to see. We're going to move on right away, I think. Some of the herons have moved further along down the road, and you know, I'd have a hard time showing them to you, I think, right now. One that's pretty close. Maybe we'll get a nice close-up of it. The head feathers, I believe, the ones that are long and coming out of the back of the head, I believe that's called a nuptial. We get those during the breeding season. Notice how it walks slowly, deliberately. They can move fast when they want to, but it doesn't disturb the water that way, and it just looks for fish or anything else of interest that it might go after. Let's move along a little bit. Let's move along. Wait a minute. 1 second here. Sometimes you see the same thing, but in different lighting, and it makes a big difference. Let's see if this... That's not the one I want. This one just caught a fish. Yep, okay. And where'd that other one go? I don't know. We're going to move along. Oh. Well, it was walking rapidly, but not any longer. Slowed right down. Okay, let's one more look at some others that might be in good light, if I can get them. Beautiful, aren't they? Can't see my screen well enough to see if they're in focus, but they're beautiful birds. as I said before, sometimes it's a matter of the conditions. Hold on. Sometimes it's the conditions rather than the bird itself. Maybe, well, it's always the bird, but maybe sometimes the conditions are especially beneficial for photography.
Now you're good.
We've seen great blue herons, obviously, many times before, but this is just a nice look. Smooth water, at least from here, nice lighting. It's tough for me in terms of, you know, aiming at everybody and trying to focus, but well worth it, I think. We won't be here too much longer. I want to show you something. Hold on one second. There you are. When I started walking, it was posing nicely. I know the camera's sideways, but I wanted to get the reflection on the water if I could. Okay, let me just adjust the car just a little bit. 1 second. Oh, do I see something different? I might. What's way over there? Is that just debris or is that a bird? Probably debris. Some sort. Anyway, back to the. Oops. Can't do that. Great blue herons. Just for a few more moments. I don't know what those were. I couldn't really focus on them. Sorry. This may be boring people, but like I said, it's giving us some nice looks at beautiful great blue herons. And we're going to move along very, very shortly. Just another minute or so, I think. This has been a treat because, you know, the lighting is nice and the water is smooth and there are a few of them. It's been nice to see. get to see what great blue herons are really like, you could say, and or at least one aspect of them. Hold on, what's that? Someone just popped its head up, I think. Maybe not. Let's see if I can find it. Maybe not. Could be just mud. Okay. Alright, we've got to get going if we want to see anything else. It's not easy to drive away. Okay, we've got to go. Nice. I'm going to leave this camera in place because there are a few more herons ahead. I don't know if we'll stop and look. If they look like they're especially well lit or something special is going on, I'll stop and look. Let me just look way out in the distance, see if anything is going on. Oh, heron just landed in. Can't hear that. Somebody's out there. It might be a grebe, I'm not sure. Wait a minute. I don't know what that is. Is that a merganser? Yeah, that looks like a female common merganser. Notice the swept back look of her head, and it's has an orange tint to it. But I'm not sure what that is that we're looking at there. I can't tell. It's far away, and I'm not getting the very clearest image. That might be a pied-billed grebe. I think it is. No idea. That might be a male common merganser, but I'm not sure. I really don't know. I would need it to pop its head back up, and I'm having a hard time seeing as it is, given the distance and everything. We have to keep moving, sorry. Okay, let's keep going. We're almost to the end of Wildlife Drive. I have to say, for a first visit here, it's been pretty spectacular. First visit of the year. Obviously, for me, it was great to see the horned grebe, but even just looking at those great blue herons that way was really nice. And we've had some nice looks at other species. air. Oh, who's that in the air? Might be another great blue heron. Looks like it. Okay. And I'm going to switch cameras. I think we're done with Wildlife Drive for the most part. There might be something up ahead, but who knows. It feels hot here in the car. Now, I am wearing a light jacket, but I kind of wish I weren't right now. Hold on, I see something in the air. I'm not sure what it is. It's a bird of prey, and it's distant, it's not close. And now I've lost sight of it. It may have landed in the distant trees, I'm not sure. And up higher, I'm not going to try to show them to you, they're so far away, but it looks like there might be 4 eagles up there. With the 5th maybe trying to join them. Yeah, climbing up. I believe they're eagles. As I was driving in, I did see turkey vultures, but I have not actually seen any. No, maybe I might have seen some since I actually arrived. I'm not sure. I don't remember. Hold on a second. What do I see lower? Okay, I see a northern harrier. Maybe the same harrier we've seen, but it may be a different one. I don't know. But it's not close. I'm not going to bother trying to share it with you. Hold on. Come on, where are you? Shoot, it looked like a couple eagles were maybe going to come together, but now I think they're just fooling around a little bit, and I'm having a hard time getting them back on camera. Okay. Especially given where they're flying. Hold on, maybe I might be able to get them. Camera strap, get out of the way. They're not close. Okay, I'm going to let them go. They're now getting difficult for me to show you. Let's look at the harrier. It's not close either, but maybe we'll have a decent look. Hey, got right on. So we're looking at a northern harrier. Now I've somehow lost it, but let's keep moving because that was not a good close look. Let me switch cameras. I cannot believe it's still 48 degrees. I just don't believe it. So, like I said, overall, we've seen a nice variety here today. Really. Some of it we've seen, I believe, fairly well. And that makes a difference too, you know. Sometimes you can look out, you know, on a distant flock of a mixed flock of ducks and see, you know, all sorts of varieties, but you can't see any of them well. And we've had some nice looks at things today, I think. I'm hearing tree frogs coming from the North Spring Pool. Lots of activity over Shockey Pool. Lots of ducks just flying all around. We'll get to them. Oh, wow! And it continues over wish we were closer, actually. I was going to show you the, you know what, let's, I was going to show you the rookery again, but maybe it's better to just get here and get in place. Cars on the way. Vegetation and the sign aren't helping either. Okay, let me see if I can determine what we're looking at actually. let's have a look with the other camera. Last week we saw a lot of northern pintails here. I'm not sure what's here today. At least some of these are pintails. Uh-oh. This Toyota's going to back out, and it's a Toyota. Doing alright so far, though. You made it. Good. You can see there's some heat shimmer, certainly. Just heard a song sparrow. I may have heard a gadwall, or no. I don't know. We're going to go elsewhere. We may come back here. Again, I have to be very conscious of the time. Let's switch cameras and keep going. I kind of wanted to stop and look at the rookery. You know, when we were pulled over to the side of the road, but those ducks interrupted us. I'm kind of thinking that even though it's a little bit farther away, that view from the road actually is better overall, I think, than is the one, you know, from the tower. The tower just has too many trees in the way. It's very frustrating. It's challenging enough as it is, given the distance and everything, to see the rookery, and even just the branches in the rookery itself cause a problem. Oh, here's an osprey. Hold on. Let me let this truck past. We're going to look at an osprey nest for a moment. We've looked at this nest before. We've done it before, so let's see if we can maybe get a look and see how these ospreys are doing. There are two of them in the nest right now. I don't know. I might have just seen mating, but I'm not sure. I doubt it. I don't know. All right. Not sure what lighting's going to be like. Might be tough. when we looked at this nest last year, generally later in the season, before migration really began, there were chicks in the nest. Just a few more moments. For a second I thought one might decide to take off. Maybe not. Up above, flying overhead, is an eagle. It just flew over, and something else is flying above, something much smaller. 1 second, bird of prey. 2 more eagles are flying by, but I want to see what that smaller thing is, if I can. If I can find it. It looked like a smaller bird of prey, but I've lost sight of it. 1 second. Oops. Hold on. I've lost sight of it completely. Yeah, I don't see it. Okay, back to the ospreys very briefly, and then we're moving on. Oh wait, is this another eagle? Shoot. I can't see a thing. This would be easier on a tripod. Lost it. Too greedy. Alright. Back to the ospreys. So they just continue to hang out there, so I think we're just going to move on. I would guess that they did see the eagle just as I did, but we're moving along.